Hi teacher, hi classmates. We're gonna talk about classroom-based language assessment. So we are gonna respond 3 questions of this topic. And the first question is, why do we give assessment in the language classroom? To answer this question first, we need to know what is an assessment. And an assessment is activities, can be tests, quizzes, tasks, participation in class that give the teacher a feedback of how the student is doing, and if the student is learning or is growing up as a student. So knowing that, attachment has two main purposes: to make summative evaluation and to provide instructional feedbacks to help learners progress. Egbert, 2008. As we know the purpose of assessment, we can answer the question of what we use assessment in class. One needs to know how our students are going in the learning, and so with these feedbacks and evaluation, we can determine in which level is how we can plan the class and how we can plan the whole semester or year, and the topics that we're going to talk about to the student learn and have a better education. So that's why this is very important as teacher. Know how your kid is going and help them reach the goal of the class or of the semester or the week. So now the second question is, why do we use language assessment? So we use them to know how the kid is going in class, how they are learning, the progress that they made, if they made less or more progress with different type of methods or no, and based on that, planning the classroom, the class. So that's why do we use language assessment as teachers to grade the level of the students and to know their difficulties or in what they are failing, and having that communication with them, giving their to them activities and then grading them to evaluate them. And that's why we have like 2 assessment types, like informal and formal. Like informal is more daily activities that are more spontaneous and in that moment, and with that activities we can analyze in a more daily to day their progress. And in the formal ways, well, plan structured that the teacher determined to progress in the learning of the in this case the language. So that's why, as we can see in this phrase that I took, assessment is perhaps one of the most difficult and important parts of our jobs as teachers. Ideally, it should be seen as a means to help us guide students on their road to learning. And as I said before, that's why we use language assessment to have a plan and to guide students reach that goal. And the both of us keep learning and keep growing up. So the last question is, why do we link students? Why do we link students' engagement performance to the beneficial consequence that we want to help bring about? So this question is very important to answer, because is what we link this assessment and how the teachers can grow up too with the performance of their students, because then we can evaluate them and how to evaluate us to plan better, to have more activities, to structure better, to constantly learn, and that's why is why they performance help us how to evaluate us and them, and that is why we are going to help them in the future. So a phrase that I took, the analysis of the detecting difficulties allows effectively eliminate them on the basis of formative assessment. Sleptsova 2015, and it means that knowing their abilities and in what they fail, we can support that and enrich those areas that the students fail, and then having complete education to the student reach the goal of learning the target language. So I hope this is helpful for all of us and for the future teachers and students to think about why this assessment is helpful, not just for the students, but for the teachers too. Thank you for your attention and take care.